I'm here today with Alexis Mister and Jamal Mister, Mr. and Mrs. Mister. It's just wonderful. You couldn't make up something that good. You two have been married for 2.5 years, even though you're both only 21 years old. You have 3 children together. You are struggling at this juncture, and you do not know whether or not this marriage will survive. Mrs. Mister, I'm going to ask you this. Why don't you tell me a little bit about how the two of you got together and married so very young?
Judge, we met when we were 17 years old. My husband had recently moved from Tennessee to Kansas City, Missouri. We met through family. My aunt and his uncle have been a couple for quite some time, so we were introduced through them, and within the first 4 weeks of our relationship, we found out we were pregnant with our first daughter.
That's pretty much how it went, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. And I know you were young, and I get that. Did you use any protection at all?
No.
No.
And I'm just going to ask, and I'm not being mad, and none of that. I just want to understand the process, because I was young once myself, and I remember, like, job one was not getting pregnant. Did you think about it? Did you, or, well, if I get pregnant, it's not really a big deal, or...
We did. It was kind of just a spur of the moment situation, really.
It was actually kind of planned, to be honest.
It was planned?
Yeah. Well, our first child was planned.
Within 4 weeks, you believed you knew that you wanted to have children with this woman?
I did want the children, but at the same time, I didn't. I just wanted a family at that time.
Right.
Basically.
Did you have a solid family?
No.
Already?
Before I met her.
I think that happens sometimes when you don't have that kind of structure. You want to build that structure, and sometimes connecting quickly with someone you feel chemistry with and building something there often replicates that or takes the place of that, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But anyway, over the next 3 years you had 2 more babies. So you got 1, 2, and 3 years old, all girls, correct?
All girls, yes.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the progression of your marriage and why we're now in divorce court.
Our first year together, we had an on and off, very rocky relationship between moves. There was a lot of cheating involved.
On whose part?
Jamal's part.
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Not in the beginning.
Well, not in the beginning, but both.
What, did you get some retaliatory cheating
Yes,
in there?
I did. At the end. 3 years later.
3 years
Yes.
later. Okay.
So we meet. We've been together a month. We get pregnant with our first daughter. We're together for a short period of time. Jermahl does some cheating, and I gave him an ultimatum whether he was going to continue to go about his ways or he was going to get it together and be the family man that we needed. At this time, I actually experienced a traumatic event. I was sexually assaulted. And that was only a few short months after the birth of our third daughter. So that's taken a huge toll on our relationship as well.
How old were you when you were sexually assaulted?
This was January of this year. So 20.
Have you had any help dealing with that?
I've gone to some counseling. I seek it as I feel is needed.
Do you believe, has it drawn you two closer together, or has it been something that has separated you?
In some ways, it's been a little bit of both. After the traumatic experience for me was also when I found out about an affair that he was having for quite some time with a woman who had contacted me over social media.
Before you had a
hang on, I'll get
this
to you,
was
Mr.
after. So then I find out about this, and it's been cheating. I'm done. So then I decided that I was going to have an affair of my own because I really wanted him to understand how it felt. So I have this affair, and then after being forgiving of all the affairs that he's had, he abandoned our family and went to Texas with...
Now he left because you had an affair?
Yes.
Or did he leave because you guys weren't
we
getting along?
had gotten into a very big
I'm gonna get to you. Honest to God, I am gonna get to you.
We had gotten into a very big argument after he had found out about the affair, because he found out about the affair by reading a text message that was on my phone from the guy that I was speaking with.
I got you, Mister. I can't get over that, Mister. Why don't you tell me your version of how those events occurred?
I was cheating on her just before she even got sexually assaulted. And around that time when it happened, I wasn't cheating on her. She found out when a girl texted her on her phone about I was cheating
Messing with her,
yeah,
right.
I was messing with her. But I wasn't. It was around the time when I first knew her. But before the girl even texted her, she already had an affair herself.
But you do admit that you had started cheating first.
I started cheating first, but
as you were cheating,
I stopped it at the same time, but she picked it back up.
Right. Yeah. But do you understand? I mean, it's a ridiculous response to cheating, but also she's been hurt, and she kind of wanted to hurt you back.
Correct.
And you understand, as much as you were hurt, she was hurt that much times 3. But you took that opportunity to leave. Is that accurate?
Right. I didn't abandon him. I left because the only reason why I left because I saw a text message saying that she was going to kick me out and move him in.
Her sexual assault affect you? Were you in the home when were you together when it happened? You were gone.
I was at the house with the kids at the moment.
Oh, okay. And tell me how it affected you emotionally and how you think it impacted your relationship with your wife.
I wasn't there. I wasn't financial. I didn't have a job at the time because when she was doing it, she was trying to make money at the same time, and I wasn't there to help her. I was there to provide, support the kids, to change diapers, and she was out looking for a job. And I was actually wasn't a man enough to go out to get a job at the same time. So, Mister,
I want to say something to you.
Yes.
That was an extraordinarily mature and self-aware thing for you to say. I didn't even ask you that, but you volunteered. I wasn't man enough to get up and go out and job, and you took that you took responsibility for that. I mean, easily and without precedent. I want to congratulate you on that. I think that's huge. But once she was sexually assaulted, how do you think that impacted your relationship? Did it change how you interacted with one another? How did you get through it?
It changed a lot. It changed not just us. It changed the way how we talk to other people. It changed the way in which she go around. She look at a lot of men, and she don't want to be around them. She really don't want to be around women. She just want to be around herself as that. She don't want to be around me too at the same time. And I actually wanted to protect her, but since it already happened, I couldn't.
Right.
I wanted to be there for her.
Do you mind if I couldn't judge?
Yeah, go right ahead.
It was very difficult for us at the time because since then I have PTSD, anxiety, depression, and I suffer from flashbacks and things like that, remembering the event. And those feelings and things that I'm still going through were very intense right after.
Certainly.
So my mental breakdowns and things that I was going through, there were times where he would just want to be around me and I'd just cry. It was scary for me to relearn my husband. He still has complaints with me as far as our sexual relationship because I don't necessarily like to take all of my clothes off, or I'm not as active as what I once was, obviously, because we have 3 kids now. But that's changed. And
can I say something to you, Mister? you said it took me a while to relearn my husband. What an extraordinarily well put, after a thing, you have to do that after a sexual assault, because sex with anyone, your husband or anyone, is very, very difficult, and a lot of people don't have the rationality and the emotional acuity to place things. You guys had a whole lot of wrong stuff 9 ways from Sunday that was from your own actions and from the world, and I gotta say, I am madly impressed with how you people have responded to it. I mean, it wasn't all cool. You did a lot of stupid, silly things in there, but when stuff got tough and ugly, I think you two showed up in a way that a lot of people, a lot older and a lot more mature, wouldn't have done, and I want to give you mad props for that.
Thank you.
Is verbally abusive and disrespectful. Why don't you give me some examples of that verbal abuse and disrespect?
He talks down to me a lot as far as my financial contribution. I don't do a lot of working, mostly because I enjoy being home with my 3 kids. I've tried to work since the trauma that's happened to me, but it's been very difficult for me to maintain jobs just because my anxiety really gets in the way.
What kind of things does he say to you?
He'll tell me, he really makes me feel like I'm an inadequate wife or mother. He tells me, really, he's got the mindset that his money is his money and my money's mine, even though...
But I want you to give me some examples of the things he actually says. Repeat some of the stuff.
He has called me fat, stupid, lazy. He's told me because with a lot of the affairs, I've asked him, because I've always asked him for information, like who the girls were and stuff like that, and he's never really been willing to give me that information, but wants to know every dirty detail about the affair that I had. And he has the mindset that he's a man, so he can do as he pleases, and I'm a woman, so I should stay in a woman's place.
Your response, Mister?
I can understand. I did call her by her name, but that's around the time that I didn't knew myself, as I ain't really had a role model to show me that to be a man. And around that time, when I was 16 going on 17, I did disrespect her. I did cheat on her.
So you're saying the verbal abuse has ceased?
Yes, I don't call.
Do you agree with that?
I don't say it ceased completely. It's gotten better, but it's still, I just don't think it should be present in our relationship at all. I don't think that I should be talked down to or made to feel inadequate because I'm not working.
Are you
It's not about
angry or unconcerned or unhappy that she is not working?
No, I want her to be a housewife. I want her to. I want to come home to see my wife and kids, the house clean. I don't want to come home with no house dirty. I gotta change diapers. I gotta do everything. It's like 50-50. That's why I feel like I bring in the money, then
you take care of the household.
Exactly. Not me 75. You give me 25%. I'm not.
Do you think that she's still struggling from something that happened not altogether a year ago? Do you think she's struggling at all with that?
Yeah. I feel like.
How do you think that manifests itself? What do you think it's causing her to do? That struggle she has with what happened to her.
Me, what I done to her in the past. I feel like I made her this way, and I really can't blame nobody.
Made her what way?
Made her insecure. I made her not trust me.
Did he get it or did he not get it?
That's accurate.
You did a lot of damage to her self-esteem when you cheated on her. And then when she retaliated, which she shouldn't have done, it was wrong, it was silly, it was childish, her was, I will abandon you. And you did abandon her. You walked off when she had 3 kids in that house. And then something horrendous happens to her. That is not your fault.
Right.
We're not blaming you for that at all. But when something horrendous happens, you've got to show up like you that cat and then some. You've got to carry 80% for a minute because she's trying to get her stuff back together. And she was already wounded before somebody came in and, you know, and did a bazooka to her self-esteem. And so what you need to do is figure out a way to make her feel better. It doesn't have to be go out for a meal. Maybe it's like, hey, baby, me and the kids, we're all going out to the park. Or maybe it's like, let me take you out to the mall. We can buy, you know, one pair or something and have the kids stay with somebody else. You need to think of ways, how can I make her life happier? How can I make her more joyful? How can I protect her? How can I bring some joy into her day? That's who you need to show up and be. I think she will respond appropriately. I really, really do. But you got to stop thinking about you. You've got 4 people who come ahead of you. You number 5. And that's what I need you to believe. And Mrs. Mister, I want to say something to you. You are one of the most intelligent, well put together, rational 21-year-olds I've met in here.
Thank you.
Now, I've got, you know, you and I know I have issues with your failure to use birth control. Please use birth control. Please.
I'm on it.
You on it? Stay on it. Work it like a job. You know, it's important. You know, you can say, no more babies. Let that go. It's just, you know, it's important for you to remain the number that you have. Now, later on, if you want to ask some more, maybe. And I want you to, everybody hasn't got that kind of rationality. You can teach the things that you need to learn, but you've got the basics that make you capable. And I don't want you to ever forget that.
Thank
you understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
I'm going to get you a little help when you leave here, get you started on a healthier path. And you're going to show up Superman, right?
Oh, yeah.
So next time I see you, bam, you open that shirt, there's going to be a big S on it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good luck to both of you. This matter is adjourned.
हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप सब? उम्मीद है आप सब खैरियत से होंगे। जब एलेक्सिस मिस्टर कमला अदालत में चली गई तो उसने एक परेशान कुन शादी के वजन से कहीं ज़्यादा वजन उठाया हुआ था। सिर्फ 21 साल की उम्र में वो शादी के 2.5 साल पहले ही बर्दाश्त कर चुकी थी। 3 जवान बेटियां, बार बार धोखाधड़ी और सदमे की ऐसी सतह जिसका सामना किसी को इतनी जल्दी ज़िंदगी में नहीं होना चाहिए। ये महज एक और रिश्ता तनाज़ा नहीं था, बका, दर्द, एहतसाब और ख़ानदान के लिए लड़ते रहने का मुश्किल फ़ैसले के बारे में एक कहानी थी। एलेक्सिस सिर्फ 17 साल की थी जब वो जमाल से मिली और उनके रिश्ते के सिर्फ 4 हफ्ते बाद ही वो हमला हो गई। एलेक्सिस के मुताबिक हमल की मनसूबाबंदी की गई थी और जमाल ने कहा था कि उसे ख़ानदान चाहिए क्योंकि उसने खुद कभी भी मुस्तहकम तजर्बे नहीं किए थे। जज लिन टेलर ने महरब को समझाया, लेकिन उससे पहले कोई भी शख्स इसके लिए सही मानों में तैयार हो जाए, इस्तेहकाम पैदा करने की कोशिश के खतरे की निशानदेही की। शुरू से इनका रिश्ता गैर मुस्तहकम था। जगह जगह मुंतकिली, दलाइल, बेवफाई और मुसलसल गैर यकीनी सूरत हाल से निपटना, लेकिन फिर भी उनकी ज़िंदगी और भी तारीख मोड़ लिया। अपनी तीसरी बेटी की पैदाइश के चंद माह बाद एलेक्सिस ने जिनसी ज़्यादती का सामना करना पड़ा, जिसने गहरे जज्बात निशान छोड़े और उसने PTD, इज़्तिराब, अफसरदगी और तकलीफ दे फ्लैक्शन बेकस के साथ ज़िंदगी गुजारने की वजाहत करते हुए कहा कि वो अपने शौहर के साथ दोबारा महसूस करने का तरीका सिखाना होगा। इससे अल्फाज से पता चलता है कि ये सदमे के बाद गुर्बत कितनी पेचीदा हो गई थी। जज लिन टेलर ने कहा कि एलेक्सिस इतनी छोटी उम्र में जो गैर मामूली ताकत दिखा रही थी। जज ने वजाहत की कि जिनसी सदमे के बाद मोहब्बत करने वाले शरीक हयात के साथ मुबाशरत भी इंतहाई मुश्किल हो जाती है। फिर भी उसने सब कुछ सहने के बावजूद एलेक्सिस अपने तजर्बे के बारे में काबिल ज़िक्र वजाहत और ख़ुद आगाही के साथ बात करने के काबिल थी। लेकिन शादी के अंदर के जज्बात ज़ख्म फिर भी खुल रहे थे। एलेक्सिस ने दरियाफ्त किया कि जमाल के धोखे दे रहा है और एक मौका पर दूसरी खातून ने सोशल मीडिया के जरिए उससे बराह रास्त रब्ता किया। एलेक्सिस के लिए इस धोखे के एक और तबाहकुन यादहानी बन गई जिससे वो पहले ही तजर्बा कर चुकी। धोखा मैं थक चुकी हूँ, उसने इतराफ़ किया। बिलाखिर एलेक्सिस ने जवाबी कार्रवाई की क्योंकि वो चाहती थी कि जमाल भी वही दर्द महसूस करे जो वो महसूस किया है। जमाल ने तस्लीम किया कि उसने बेवफाई का चक्कर शुरू किया था, लेकिन दलील दी कि उसके रोकने के बाद एलेक्सिस ने उसे जारी रखा। जज लियन टेलर बिल्कुल पहचान लिया कि क्या हो रहा है। ये सिर्फ एक शख्स बेकसूर दूसरे के मुजरम होने का मामला नहीं था, एक तबाहकुन चक्कर था जिसमें दो गहरे चोट वाले लोग एक दूसरे की गलतियों को मजीद गलतियों से जवाब दे रहे थे, जिसने उनके रवैये को नापुख्ता करार दिया। लेकिन दोनों को महसूस होने वाले जज्बाती नुकसान देखते हुए काबिल फहम भी। ताम किसी और के दर्द को समझने का मतलब ये नहीं कि साइकिल को जारी रखा जाए। फिर जमाल ने एक और परेशान इतराफ़ किया कि उसने एलेक्सिस का मोटा और बेवकूफ़ और सुस्त कहा, अगरचे उसने इसरार किया कि वो तब्दील हो रहा है। जज लियन टेलर वाज़ेह किया कि उसके अल्फाज किसी शख्स के एतमाद को ख़त्म कर सकते हैं, ख़ासतौर पर वो शख्स जो पहले से ही सदमे और अदम तहफ़्फ़ुज़ का शिकार हो। जज ने जमाल को बताया कि एलेक्सिस को मंसूबा बनने के लिए उसकी ज़रूरत है और उसे कंट्रोल करने से नहीं, बल्कि वो शख्स बन गया जिस पर वो खुद को दोबारा तामील करते हुए भरोसा कर सकती है। आपको सुपरमैन बनने की ज़रूरत नहीं थी। जज ने वज़ाहत की, आपको ज़्यादा वज़न उठाने की ज़रूरत थी जब वो खुद ज़मीन से दोबारा बना रही थी। और इसके बाद पूरे मामले में मशवरा एक सबसे ताकतवर टकराया। जज लियन टेलर ने जमाल को याद दिलाया कि उनकी तरजीहात को तब्दील करना होगा। उनकी बीवी बेटियों पहले आने की ज़रूरत थी। इनकी हौसला अफजाई की गई और अपने ख़ानदान के मुस्बत तजर्बात पैदा करें, उन्हें पार्क मॉल में ले जाए और सिर्फ एक ही साथ बामानी वक्त गुजारें। पैगाम सादा था, अपने ख़ानदान की हिफाजत करें, उन्हें खुशियाँ लाओ, उन्हें अपने साथ दोबारा महफूज महसूस करने की वजाहत दें। लेकिन जज के पास एलेक्सिस के लिए एक अहम पैगाम था। हर चीज़ के बावजूद जिससे वो गुजर रही थी, जज स्टार ने उसकी ज़हाना समझदारी और इतनी छोटी उम्र में अपने ख्यालात को समझने की सलाहियत की तारीफ़ की। एलेक्सिस को याद दिलाया गया कि उसने सदमे में उसकी तारीफ़ नहीं की और उसने अपनी कदर का भी नहीं भूलनी चाहिए थी। जज ने जोड़े को मशवरा हासिल करने और मुस्तकिल के हमल और ख़ानदानी मनसूबाबंदी के बारे में ज़िम्मेदाराना फ़ैसले करने की भी तरगीब दी। समात के इख्तिताम तक ये केस धोखाधड़ी कहानी से कहीं ज़्यादा बड़ा हो चुका था। ये दो नौजवानों के बारे में था जो अपने ज़ख्मों को लेकर जवानी में दाखिल हुए और फिर उन ज़ख्मों को शादी में ले आए थे। उन्होंने गलतियाँ की थी, उन्होंने एक दूसरे को तकलीफ़ दी थी, उन्होंने एतमाद तोड़ा, लेकिन पहली बार उन्होंने जिम्मेदारी भी लेना शुरू की। और सबसे अहम लम्हा उस वक्त हो सकता है क्योंकि सिर्फ रिश्ते इसलिए नहीं रखते कि लोग दूसरों से प्यार करते हैं, इसलिए वक्त ज़िंदा रहता है। और जब लोग तब्दील करने, बातचीत करने और जवाबदेही और उन रवैयों को दोहराने से रोकते हैं जिनकी वजह से नुकसान हुआ था। एलेक्सिस और जमाल पहले ही नाकाबिल यकीन हद तक दूर दर्द से गुजर चुके थे, लेकिन इस दर्द को मुस्तकिल तौर पर तबाहकुन करने की इजाज़त देने की बजाय उन्होंने अपने आप में तब्दीली लानी शुरू कर दी। आप अपनी कीमती राय अपने कमेंट्स में ज़रूर दीजिएगा कि जज लियन टेलर का फैसला सही था।